So, in our modern time now, things have gone pretty mad, haven't they? And there's a lot of confrontation, there's a lot of aggression. It's not a very nice environment. And why am I bringing this up? Well, because I think that we could do something about it if we wanted to, if we tried. I think we could do something about it. Yeah. I suppose you go through your day and people push you out of the way and they bang your car and they give you dirty looks and you get horrible service everywhere you go. Yeah. And if you start thinking, you know what, I'm really pissed off with this, and then right at the end of the day you're talking to somebody and you snap at them, you give them a bit of attitude. And that's what happens in our lives. I do it. Of course I do. Everybody does. You're human, yeah? But every time you give it out, you get it back. And every time you get it, you give it out. And it just keeps going round and round and round, doesn't it? What if we all of us started to try and just bite our lip a bit more, yeah? Just be a bit more, okay, thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? It's pissed you off, you're angry, but you're not going to get in their face. You're just going to say, okay, thank you very much. And you're going to walk away. You're not going to give them shit. And you're not going to take it out on somebody else. I don't know. It's a crazy dream. Yeah, it's probably bullshit. But wouldn't it be great? I mean, if you go through every day of your life and you think, I can't believe what that person said. I can't believe what that person did. What a bitch. Or that guy was such a dick. Or whatever. Do you think it would be better if you didn't have those experiences throughout the day? I certainly do. And maybe we could get there. If I stop doing it to you and you stop doing it to me and you stop doing it to them and they stop doing it to you, and if we just stop this, because what happens is it's a snowball. There's a point of origin, and that's like a critical control point. And if you fail at that CCP, then the ball's this big and it's moving twice as fast, and you can't do shit to stop it, can you? That's where we are. The snowball's the size of Val Thorens, and it's moving at 1,000 miles an hour. Nobody can stop it. Every time somebody gets in the way, they just get caught up in it. What we need to do is we need to stop this crazy shit before we end up living in a really dystopian, crazy war zone of a place where you walk down the road and there's people stood shooting each other in the street. We've already seen it, in fact. We are there. This isn't a game. If you think this is cool, then you wait until you start getting tied up in it. And your mum comes home with a black eye and she says, oh, I got hit. And you'll think, oh, actually, I don't think it's so fucking cool anymore, yeah? It escalates and escalates until it's beyond our control. And until we find ourselves somewhere where we didn't want to be. And we're heading there. We are heading there. Don't fuck around. I'm telling you, we're going there now. What can be done? Firstly, people need to give a shit. And they need to start talking about it. And secondly, when somebody else gives a shit and somebody else starts talking about it, at least get involved in the dialogue. Listen to what they have to say. Maybe leave a few comments. If you don't give a shit, then when it gets to the point where it does get your attention and it's too much for you and you don't like it anymore, you can shut up because you don't get to say anything. No, but that's fair, isn't it? Yeah? Before it gets there, and this is what my message has been all along, I'm saying let's all stand in the street, black man, white man, women and men, heterosexual and every other kind of sexual, identify as man and woman or not identifying as either. Let's all of us just stand in the street and just say good morning to each other. I'm not saying let's stand and hug and cry on each other's shoulders. Let's just say hello. Let's stop this ridiculous war between anybody that's different to you. Don't let those assholes in the government keep peddling this. Every time it starts to die down, they start mixing it again. Throw some more seasoning in the pot. Let's stop this. Let's stop this all. Let's have a nice, calm environment where one man and one woman can walk down the street and they can speak to each other without anybody kicking off about some shit. And then maybe then, all of the dark personalities and all of the people with mental disorders will start to get better and it will go away. This was, again, Let's Talk About It. Until next time.